Jessica sat cross-legged on the warm sand, her hair swaying in the salty breeze as she sketched the endless blue horizon in her notebook. The rhythmic crash of the waves was usually the only music she needed, but that day something unusual broke her focus. Out in the glittering water, a dolphin leapt high, its sleek silver body shimmering under the afternoon sun. Jessica gasped softly, her pencil frozen mid-stroke. She had seen dolphins before from a distance, but this one was different. It swam closer and closer, as if searching for her. For a moment, their eyes seemed to meet, and Jessica felt a strange pull in her chest, as though the sea itself had chosen her to witness this magical encounter. The dolphin splashed back into the water with grace, circling playfully near the shore, and Jessica's heart beat faster with an excitement she couldn't explain. The next morning, Jessica hurried back to the beach, her heart filled with a hope she couldn't fully understand. The sun had just begun to rise, painting the sky in soft shades of pink and orange, and the waves sparkled as though sprinkled with diamonds. She scanned the water, afraid the dolphin might have been a dream. But then there it was. The dolphin appeared near the rocks, circling gracefully, its dorsal fin cutting through the waves. Jessica's lips curved into a smile, and without hesitation, she stepped into the cool water, the sand shifting beneath her feet. The dolphin let out a series of playful clicks and whistles, splashing the water with its tail, as if it recognized her. Jessica extended her hand toward the sea, her heart racing. For a moment, it hovered just out of reach, studying her with intelligent, curious eyes. Then, with a sudden burst of trust, it came closer, close enough that she could feel the spray of water as it surfaced. Their worlds, hers of land and his of the deep ocean, touched in that fleeting instant. Jessica felt an invisible thread weaving between them, a silent promise of friendship that needed no words. Days slipped into weeks, and soon the beach became Jessica's second home. Every evening, when the sky melted into shades of gold and purple, she would arrive with a small bag, sometimes carrying a book to read aloud, sometimes just her quiet thoughts to share with the sea. And each time, without fail, the dolphin appeared. It would leap joyfully from the waves, spinning midair before crashing back down, sending glistening sprays toward her. Jessica laughed freely, the kind of laugh she hadn't known in years, as if the dolphin's joy was contagious. One cloudy evening, the tide grew rough, the waves pounding angrily against the shore. Jessica, determined not to miss her friend, wandered too close to the water's edge. Her foot slipped on the wet rocks, and she felt herself lurch forward, the sea pulling at her legs. Panic flashed in her chest, until, out of nowhere, the dolphin surged toward her, its powerful body cutting through the churning water. It swam close, nudging her gently but firmly back toward the safety of the shore. Jessica stumbled back onto the sand, her breath trembling, eyes wide with disbelief. For a long moment, she just stared at the dolphin, her heart pounding. It hovered near the surface, watching her, as if making sure she was safe. Tears stung Jessica's eyes, not of fear, but of something deeper. This was no ordinary friendship. It was trust. It was protection. And it was something she knew she could never replace. One evening, as the sun sank low and painted the horizon in fiery shades of red and gold, Jessica stood at the edge of the shore, her feet buried in the cool sand. The sea was calm, the air heavy with that bittersweet stillness that comes just before nightfall. She watched the waves with a lump in her throat, knowing this moment was different. The dolphin swam closer, its smooth body gliding effortlessly through the fading light, and for a while they just looked at each other. Two souls from different worlds, yet bound by something unexplainable. Jessica whispered softly, her voice trembling but filled with warmth. "I don't know why you chose me, but you've given me more than I ever imagined." Her words seemed to float across the water, carried by the evening breeze. As if in answer, the dolphin suddenly leapt high into the air, twisting gracefully, the sunlight catching its body like liquid silver. When it splashed back down, droplets rained over the surface like tiny stars. Jessica's heart swelled, and tears slipped down her cheeks, not from sadness, but from the overwhelming beauty of the bond they shared. She stayed until the last light disappeared, watching the dolphins circle one final time before disappearing into the vast ocean. Yet, even as it vanished beneath the waves, Jessica felt no emptiness. Instead, she felt a deep peace, certain that this friendship, this unspoken love written in the language of the sea, would live in her forever. The sea had given her a gift, one she would carry long after the tide erased her footprints from the sand.